What's going on? How are you? Are you ready for tonight? Because tonight is going to be fantastic. That's right. You heard me. It's coming through your speakers. Tonight will be fantastic. Why? Because it's episode 3, but it's also the first wild card. Womp, womp, womp. Well, when I say wild card, I just kind of expect for there to be like a giant echo. Like wild card, wild card, wild card, something like that. But hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Wednesday, March 24th. That means it's time for yet another episode of The Masked Singer. And so this is the pre-show live stream before episode 3 of season 5 of The Masked Singer. I'm just making it longer and longer just because it's a lot of fun to say. And I want to thank you guys for joining me on this Wednesday. Please go ahead in the comment section. Let me know where you're joining us from. And what I mean by us, it's just me. Julia's not home, so where you're joining me from. Let me know here. We've got Andy from Florida. We have, froze for a little bit, Anthony from Pennsylvania. Sharon from North Carolina. Caitlin says, did I get a haircut? Yes, I did. I got a haircut. Oh, it's weird because I get a haircut and my hair looks darker. Normally when my hair grows out, it gets red. I have red highlights in my hair. And if you look at my beard, you can sort of see the red highlights a little bit. Can't really tell. It kind of looks blonde. And so the blonde with that kind of just makes it look lighter. But yeah, we have Michigan, Maryland, Nashville, Tennessee, Oklahoma, James from Canada, Snail, also Connor from Maryland, Tampa, Linda's from Tampa, Florida. We've got a lot of different countries going on. We got Germany. Look at that. With Michigan. We have, what other countries we have going on? Portugal, Scotland. We have, see what other countries we have going on. We got a lot of states in other Portugal. We got someone from Puerto Rico, Elizabeth from Puerto Rico. Someone from British Columbia. Look at that. We got Bonnie from the UK. A lot of people from South Carolina joining us in. Rewards a nephew from Canada. Washington, D.C., Delaware, Denver, Oregon, Kansas, Iowa, Hawaii. Hey, Hawaii, how are you? Someone from China, Scooby13 says, that's from China. That's pretty cool. Massachusetts, pretty cool. So going through here. Wow, there's so many people from around. There's a Dakota. We haven't had a Dakota in a while. Now, the chat is going by super fast, so I do apologize in advance. If you do ask a question, I may not see it just because it's going by so quickly. I know there's some super chat features where it's like you pay a little thing and then it can stay to the top so I can read it. So if you don't want to do that, you can send me a message on Instagram at Joey Contino. And if you haven't done so yet for this channel, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. I know we're trying to hit 40,000 subscribers by the end of this season and then 50,000 by the end of the year. So we're trying. I think that we can do it, and I know you guys can do it with me. We have over 300 people watching from around the world. I'll get someone watching from Paris. Alexander from Paris. That's pretty cool. So anyway, because this is episode 3, there's actually things we can talk about. First and foremost, hosting-wise, Nick Cannon is not in this episode, though. If you're looking at the preview for next week, it looks like we might get him back by then. That's kind of what it's looking like. And if we're going back into the schedule, you know, they had originally had 5 dates that 1 week in February where they were going to film. They canceled like the 11th and then like the 16th. So there was only 3 dates that 1 week where Niecy was actually recording. I can't remember off the top of my head if she recorded any afterwards. She may have, but to be honest with you, I don't remember. And so I'm assuming either next week is either the last week with Niecy or we get Nick Cannon back next week. So tonight, you expect to go ahead and see Niecy Nash. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, which is something you guys had sent me a message about. A lot of people didn't know this. For those who don't know, after this, I'm actually very happy that Fox posted this because I kind of sent them a message like, yo, dude, people don't understand this. After you go ahead and watch the show, there is technically an extension of the show in the form of a podcast on iHeartRadio. And it's featuring Bow Wow. And you know Bow Wow, who should have won that season. But hey, I know, because the turtle was better. Anyway, it's hard. Anyway, he hosts his own podcast. And every single week, he reveals a brand new clue. And what was really great about this past week's episode with Caitlyn Jenner is that between her and Bow Wow, they gave us a big clue about the Russian dolls, where they mentioned something like, hey, when they were editing the show, I noticed they took away a clue where Ken said about the Russian dolls, oh, they're probably going to multiply or they need a lot of people, like Ed Helms, or a lot of people in there that go into a small truck or something. It was something along the lines of that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But there are massive clues on that podcast that if you wait till like the last 8 minutes, you can find out some really cool things. So tonight, probably tomorrow when the show is finally over, jump on iHeartRadio and check out the podcast. That way you can find out some really, really cool clues. Now, let's jump into tonight's episode. We get to see Group A perform again. This is the second time, and we're going to jump over so you can see them. Starting off with Robopine, we have the Raccoon, the Russian doll, but we know it's dolls. There's multiple ones of them. And the Seashell. And what makes tonight's episode is so fantastic is we get our very first wild card. That's right. The very first out of 4 that we're going to get. As far as we know, the way this is going to take place is they're going to all perform. All 4 of them are going to perform. And then it's going to be like, oh my God, there's another one coming out. And the wild card is going to come out. And that wild card right now is the Orca. Now, we did a video about a week and a half ago revealing all of the wild card costumes. They kind of spoiled it on one of the apps, kind of promoting that Super 6 app. They kind of put on there like, oh, here's some of the people, and there was pictures of it. And so that's how we were able to go ahead and actually spoil what it was. Now, if you haven't seen a photo of it, there is no official photo yet. That's why if you look at the board, which for those who don't know, we have about almost 400 people. If you don't know, you can get this entire board for free. You can just download it. There's a video from a month ago. Just look for this photo and you get it all for free. But I wanted to get wild card photos, but there are none. Like this photo here I have of the Orca, which, how amazing is this costume, huh? Oh, where'd you go? It's so blurry, putting it on there really would not help out. On top of that, we don't have any pictures for the crab or the Yeti or the pit bull, or not a pit bull. I keep forgetting what's in there, but it's a dog of some sort. And a mutt. Is it a mutt? No, it's a pit bull, right? Whatever it is. So we don't have any photos of that, but we are getting our first wild card. And with the entire wild card, remember, the wild card could be voted to stay on. And the way that works is that after the wild card performs, everyone at home then votes. And I say that at home because it was recorded about a month ago. So they already votes. And then from there, they say who was the worst. Now, I haven't heard the Orca sing yet, but I've heard Group A perform before. And just listening to what we know from the very first episode, and I think we can all agree about this. It's a bulldog. Thank you. I think we all agree about this. There is one person here who probably will get voted off tonight. I know that's the biggest question a lot of people want to know. Hey, who's getting voted off, Joey? Who do you think is going home? What is going home? Who's going home, Joey? What's going home? I really think it's a raccoon. I truly do. We definitely know who it is. As you know from our pitch correct audio, it's like, that voice, it sounds great. We know who it is. And when we go through the clues and the pitch correct audio, which we will in a minute, it'll make sense. So for me, off the bat, definitely over here, the raccoon. I think the Orca is going to stay on at least one episode, unless the Orca is like coming out and it's like screaming, singing. That's the only thing I can imagine, but I'm assuming that the raccoon is going to head home. Then on top of that, that would mean that the Orca would move from the wild card over to Group A. And then we'll do that again for next week, Group B. And then the same thing again. And then if you look, I did a whole video about the scheduling of The Masked Singer. There is a 2-hour-long episode coming up in a few weeks, which makes me wonder, is that like an ultimate 8 episode where we have either 2 reveals or maybe for the first time, all of them come together and one person gets revealed, right? I know there's a lot of questions. They keep throwing these curveballs at us so that we're not bored. I mean, I never get bored of it, but they like to keep it different for us. Anyway, I haven't had coffee yet today. So if I seem really tired, that is why, my friend. And I'm drinking my coffee in my Masked Singer mug. I know exactly who this is. If you want to pick up a mug with that logo on it, or a t-shirt, or a hoodie, we have a link in the description below. Every time you buy something, it supports this channel, which I greatly appreciate. And someone's in the comment section saying, I can't believe the balloons are still up. Yes, it's been 3 weeks since my birthday, and the balloons are still up. Julia, I got some really good balloons. Anyway, let me get a sip of coffee here. Oh, you know what? That tastes good. I need another sip. Oh, okay. That works. Anyway, let's go ahead. Lauren says, Joey, wake up and smell the coffee. She's one of our admins along with Caitlin. So make sure you don't spam the group, by the way. So now, before we dive into all of the pitch correct audio and the clues and things like that, make sure you are subscribed. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and then give this video, or at least any video we put up that's live, a thumbs up. As you know, while the show is going live, I'll be uploading not the performances, but I'll be uploading the judges' best guesses and the clue packages. And then by 9:07 p.m., I'll reveal who was revealed on the show. So if you don't want to find out, don't come on at that point, because ultimately it's going to go ahead and ruin it for you. So anyway, so subscribe, turn on notifications, give this video a thumbs up. And someone's asking about a guest judge. I believe Joel McHale is on tonight. Could I be wrong? Let me double check. I could be wrong, but I think he is on tonight. I saw a video where he was left speechless from the Raccoon's performance. Yeah, he's on tonight. So yeah, so that is our guest for tonight. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with these clues. Now, right now, we've only had 1 week of clues, and we have no clues for the Orca. So if it just so happens that a wild card comes up and then gets revealed, we've got nothing to base it on. Like, it's kind of hard. Like, you would have to kind of guess on who it is based off of that one episode, which we've done before. You know, going back, we knew Caitlyn Jenner way before that. I mean, we talked about that before the episode. That's how well we knew that one pretty good. But anyway, let's go through the pitch correct audio. Who would you guys like to start with tonight? I'm actually trying to find my notes. My notes disappeared here. Why is it episode 1? That's not my notes. I've got 4 different folders and things of notes. That just gives you an idea of how much that goes into this, just to make sure we get everything ready for you guys. And here we go. Videos, Masked Singer 2020, Season 5, la-da-da-da-da. I can't find the area. Masked Singer, Episode 1. So, you guys wanted to do the Russian dolls? So, this is what they said. You see, I've been doing my own thing for quite some time. Rewind to the beginning when I was the world's hottest toy. Those were the days, but I knew I was more than just something to be toyed with. And as much as they tried to put me in a box, I just didn't fit. Newer, shinier, manufactured toys filled the shelves, so I was cast to the side. And that was the best thing ever. Turns out I could still sell out without being a total sellout. Now, in that clue package, there's a lot of different things that we saw. We saw a sign for Misfit Toys, but it was weird because the S's were Z's, except for the store because it couldn't have double Z's. So it was Ms. Fizz Fits, like that, toy store. We sold breadsticks, a cup of milk, puppet strings, because there was a puppet there, a box that says office, a ship's wheel, 2 signs, one saying Garden State Highway, which Garden State is New Jersey. There is no Garden State Highway. There's a Garden State Parkway, which is different than the New Jersey Turnpike. I don't know, it might get confusing. There's 2 main roads in New Jersey. It's the Turnpike and the Garden State Parkway. Parkway, think of it, goes up and down the entire islands. Like, it goes from exit 182 right outside here of New York, all the way down towards the islands to Cape May, New Jersey, or the Parkway, which kind of cuts through New Jersey up here and goes straight through to Delaware. So looking at this is obviously someone who's probably from the shore of New Jersey, maybe? Remember, this is a group. There was a preview photo that was given to us where it showed yet another doll, like a smaller one with feet, along with the bigger one, which means there's at least 3. And you know, for a while now, we've been talking about this certain group that had 3 of them that when they were younger were kind of considered like, oh, they're girls because of their hair, they had high voices, the way they sang. I think you get my drift. Now, when it comes to the pitch correct audio, which, if you're new to this channel, let me explain it for you. First of all, you need to know that it's my job to go ahead and pretty much do audio. I'm an executive audio producer in New York City. And so when audio doesn't sound good, it's my job to make it sound good. Now, I do that in many different ways. Maybe it's taking out a high frequency, you know, going through the EQ, maybe taking out a low grumble. In the case of The Masked Singer, it's pitch correct. Every single week we get these brand new clue packages, and in those clue packages, the celebrities are speaking about themselves. But Fox is smart. They're like, hey guys, we can't let them hear the real voices, you see? Because if we do, people are gonna know who it is. So they take the audio and they run it through a system where it speeds up and it pitches up. That way you have no idea who it is. To you, it sounds like an alien voice. But doing what I do, I'm like, oh, I could slow that down. I could pitch correct it. That way we can hear the real celebrity voice. Now, we did do the Russian doll audio once before. There's 2 different ways we kind of do it. One is during the clue package, and the other one is when they're finally done on stage. They are normally asked something from Niecy or Nick. Hey, why did you do this show? And they respond. I like doing that audio better because that audio is instantaneous. They need something that won't be delayed in the studio. So with that being said, for the Russians, originally, I pitch correct them talking to the judges. And so I wanted to play that for you. Actually, let me go back. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just play the new one. Let's see real quick. Let's see if this matches up.
You see, I've been doing.
All right, so yes. All right, so instead, here is the actual audio they gave us for their clue video. Here's the audio.
You see, I've been doing my own thing for quite some time. Not like in the beginning, back when I was the world's hottest toy. Those are the days.
Now, listening to that audio, it sounds like a girl. I mean, without even doing a pitch correct audio, the way that they're speaking, their voice, everything kind of indicates it's a girl. So when I pitch corrected it, a lot of you guys got angry with me because this is what came out of it.
You see, I've been doing my own thing for quite some time. Not like in the beginning, back when I was the world's hottest toy. Those were the days. But I knew I was more than just something to be toyed with, a puppet. And as much as they tried to put me in a box, I just didn't fit. Newer, shinier, manufactured toys filled the shelves. So I was cast to the side, and it was the best thing ever.
So, while we have our guests, and I know a lot of you guys, I've been reading the comment section as this thing's going on, a lot of you guys are guessing one band. And so the question is there someone in that band that has that high of a voice that sounds feminine? Kind of hard. And I'm reading once again, everyone, and if you haven't, spoiler, I'm going to tell you who everyone's saying. If you're not reading the comment section, everyone thinks that it's Hanson. Yeah. So you listen to them singing and you say, is it Taylor Hanson? Like, come on, there's got to be something here that is standing out. And if you listen like the Taylor Hanson speaking, his voice is deeper than what it used to be. Because keep in mind that when they were younger, I mean, they were like 13, and I mean, they were young. I was at 13. My voice was all the way up here. Mama, what's going on? You know, so it's kind of hard to, especially go right now and compare them speaking. Now, I did do a pitch correct comparison not too long ago, and lately the brothers have gotten back together and released new music. I mean, here's Taylor right now performing January 25th.
Nothing seems to work anymore. I'm open to suggest, give me some direction. Tell me what you're looking for. You know I've been looking over time. So I can change your mind. What you put me through.
He still has like that lighter voice like this, but it's not what we heard in the pitch correct audio, which the pitch correct audio could be wrong. I'm not like a king of this, even though we've got everyone right except for one. But you never know. It could change from time to time. But what do you think? I mean, that's kind of what you guys have been telling me. They're not going anywhere tonight. And it is still strong possibility that it's Hanson. If you want me to write Hanson on the board, I'll be glad to do that. Hanson, I actually have written on the board already, but I'll rewrite it again to make it pretend that I'm writing it now. So if everyone can agree with that, because so far not many other people. Tisha Baker says maybe Jonas Brothers. I don't think so. Their voices, Jonas Brothers voices are really very distinct. They would stand out. Lauren says, Joey, can it be one of their wives doing the clues? As far as we know in the history of both versions, Masked Singer and Masked Dancer, it is always the celebrity speaking. So yes, it could if there was brothers in there. Someone says the New Jersey clue could refer to Jonas. I don't know. It did not sound like Nick. Let's see. Of all the brothers, I've met two of them. I met Kevin and I've met Joe. No, I've met Nick. I met Nick and Joe. I haven't met Kevin. Kevin's the only one I haven't met yet. And I mean, their voices, their voices are really good, but their voices are very distinct. Very, very distinct. And I feel like our master list of clues would have a lot more gold records and things in there than we do right now. But you never know. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on because we still have 3 other people to get through. And we have about 35 minutes to go. We can continue down to the Seashell, which is yet someone else. We've actually revealed everyone in this group already not through our live streams, not as a regular video, but for the Seashell. Here we go. She says, when I was young, I feel like when I hear when I was young, I keep hearing, once I was afraid I was petrified. Anyway, when I was young, I was pulled by the tide all around the world with my family. So someone who traveled a lot, maybe a child actress, always adrift. I never felt grounded. So I found my peace by the shore. Is it possible this person lives on the beach in California? A chameleon, when my career took off, it was like a massive tsunami of success. But much like my childhood, I still drifted, wearing many hats. I often wonder, what if I found my true calling? That's part of why I'm here. I haven't sang in a really long time, but I want to face my fears. So it's someone who's obviously an actress, someone who sang in her early years in her career, and then from there, they went ahead, kind of disappeared a little bit, maybe a little bit, doing a little acting here and there, and now they're back. So let's go through the clues, the visual clues. We saw a hot dog or a sausage, whatever you want to look at. We saw a chameleon. We saw a cowboy hat, which I'm told is actually a really big clue, same as the witch's broom and a bell. Now let's listen to that pitch correct audio. Now, listening to this, I will tell you there is definitely a voice that stands out. I know. And here we go. This is the audio that they gave us.
Well, I've always wanted to sing on stage.
Yes.
I used to way back in the day.
Now, here's our pitch correct audio. Now, those 90s babies out there, I heard this pitch correct audio, and I went, oh my God, I know who it is. Ow, I just banged my elbow. And so here's the audio, here's the pitch correct audio.
Well, I've always wanted to sing on stage. I used to way back in the day, and I kind of stopped to pursue other careers.
So, I know you're like me. You're like, oh my gosh, we know this. We know who this is. And I mean, it's quite easy who it is. But could it be this one person? Or could it be their twin? Bum, bum, bum. See, this is why you need 2 episodes of different clues. That way you could definitely target who it is. It looks like majority of you guys are saying the same thing. John says that's a German sausage. Okay. Oh, my slaw says Selena Gomez. You haven't actually said Betty White yet, which is kind of funny. Everyone, so it looks like everyone is in between Tia and Tamara. And just to give you an idea, the voices, man, oh man, oh man. Here we go. Here's Tamara.
90s with your sister question. So take out those ripped jeans, some plaid, and your favorite hat.
So compare that to this.
Well, I've always wanted to sing on stage. I used to.
Yeah. But her and her sister sound very similar. So it's kind of hard. We're in the same family. We have the right family. The Maryland family, we got them. It's one of them. It's one of them. We just don't know which one. And tonight, we're going to solidify our answer because she ain't going anywhere. She was a lot of fun watching her 2 weeks ago. So I'm telling you, she ain't going anywhere. And so tonight, we can go ahead and get one more episode. Now, the beautiful thing is, you know my rules. I don't reveal people until we get 2 episodes in on each of them. So that means we could potentially have our first reveal video of who it is. At least on who's left over, who, once again, I think the Raccoon is going home. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, very interesting, right? Very, very interesting. Now, before we continue on, do you want me to just write Marilee on here? We know it's one of them, right? We know it's one of them. So it's just a matter of time. So before we continue on, for about a half an hour until showtime, if you haven't done so yet, please make sure you are subscribed, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. We're trying to hit 40,000 by the end of this season of Masked Singer. We're at 37,283. Oh, just went down to 82. I don't know how that happened. So yeah, and also as a reminder, whenever I upload new videos, it'd be greatly appreciated if you can go ahead and like them. It helps us in the YouTube algorithm world. It just kind of pushes us even further. Nala, if you get a chance, she's staring at me. So yeah, I would appreciate that. And let's go ahead and continue on. A lot of you guys want to do the Robopine next. So yeah. Yes. Okay, wait. Before I continue, it looks like Richie in the comment section just brought up something I wanted to talk to you guys about. I totally forgot, and I told him to remind me a little bit later on. Did you know that Masked Singer has a cookbook? You heard me. Masked Singer has a cookbook. I saw a commercial on my local Fox station here in New York City. I live in New Jersey, but I literally can see Manhattan. I can see the skyline right here. It's a 20-minute, it's actually 18-minute drive in. And so long story short, I still get New York City channels. And I was watching Fox, and it was like, promoting like what's going on that morning. And it was like, oh, hey guys, we have this new, I'm totally on my clue book. Oh, we have this new cookbook, Masked Singer. And he's about to paint it. And I was like, what the, is this a real thing? It is. If you go on eBay, I don't understand why they did it. I want one. I want one so that I could go ahead and share with you guys what it is. And I mean, this crazy thing is someone's trying to sell for $80. I was going to buy it on eBay. Someone was trying to sell for $80. And I was like, So I guess, first of all, Fox, you watch my channel. So if you have any left over, could you please send them my way? Could you send them my way? I would like to you. I'm just not paying $80 to someone online. Like, I think that's kind of crazy, right? I mean, you get what I'm saying. I want to share with you, but not for $80. Like, that's ridiculous. I don't care. I mean, it's like, come on. I mean, you get what I'm saying, right? Anyway, so if anyone has a copy of this book and will let me borrow it for a little bit, let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. So anyway, let's go ahead. And Noah was right. Yes, the third doll was leaked. Yes, we talked about it already. Anyway, let's continue. Everyone's telling me to jump on my thing. Yes, we did go ahead and talk about the third Russian doll being revealed, but someone keeps saying jump on Instagram, which, by the way, during the show, if you have any questions, send me a message. I'm watching it with you, whether you're in California or you're in New Jersey. I am always happy to go ahead and answer your questions. And yes, here is, let me flip the camera around for those who don't have access. Here are the 3 dolls. So I told you, we have 3. What group has 3 members in it? And sounds like that. Bop, 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 what do? So that was Nader, by the way. Anyway, so let's continue on and make sure you are subscribed. And let's do this. Nala, hey, they want to see you. Come here. Come here. Hey, Nala. I'm trying to get my kitten over here so that I can get it. Nala, come here. Come on. Look at the balloon. Look. Look at the balloon. Yeah, you like the balloon. Come on. Yes. Let me get the cat for you. Nala, come here. Come here. I want to see you. You're the star. They only come here for me. I mean, for you. Oh. Nala says hello, everyone. Because Julia's not home, Nala spends more time with me. You look angry. You want me to put you in the window? I'll put you in the window here. Look, the window's open. You can look at the birdies. Anyway, so now she's touching the computer. What are you doing on the computer? Want to say hi? Look. No. Don't run away. No. Hey. Yeah, people are tuning in. Why is Joey showing us his cat's butt? No, I was trying to get it on for you guys because a lot of people are asking questions about Nala. Anyway, let's continue on because when I get off track, that's it, my friends. I go off track. So, Dominic, thank you. Says, Joey, you're one of the best Masked Singer fans I have ever met. You are, gosh darn it. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just like to have fun with you guys. This is great for me. You know, I don't get to see anyone anymore. I'm always either driving or working or doing something like that. So I love doing this with you guys. I wish we could do this for 2 hours every single day. But after 1 hour of doing this, it's kind of hard because my voice kind of gets cut out. So let's continue on. Time for the Robopine, which is funny because I keep calling him Robopine and people are like, no, it's just called Porcupine, but it's not. It's Robopine. That's what he goes by. So here we go. Hello there. I may look prickly, but don't be scared. Where I come from, I was forced to grow thick quills. I was left to fend for myself with nothing but a dream. So I went on a mission to get on Hollywood's radar. I used 411 night and day just to make a connection until a certain angel said, hello? That random call changed everything. Now I'm on my next mission, and when I have my sights set on something, nobody can touch me. Now, there's a lot of things we have to talk about in that, okay? I don't care about the prickly part, the scared part, thick quills, blah, blah, blah. It means that this person's been in the game for a while, has dealt with Hollywood and the crazy drama, someone who's obviously been around since the 90s. 90s, maybe early 2000s. The reason why is this person mentions 411. Now, you've heard of 911, but for those young folks, the youngsters, as the grandpa says, 411 is and was a phone number on your phone you would call. And when you call 411, it would be like sort of like an informational place. Hey, I would like the phone number to the local Starbucks. Okay? I mean, at that point, Starbucks really wasn't that big. I was at the local Acme. I want to see if they have whatever. Then a real person would actually answer. They would go ahead and say, yeah, the phone number to that is this. They would give you the phone number, and then they would connect you. You were at one point able to do the same thing with someone's name. So say if I wanted to call, John Smith in Wildwood, New Jersey, well, there could be like 18 John Smiths. So you would just keep calling. Hey, I want the next one. I want the next one, next one, until you found the right one. So that's what they're talking about here. And it shows you this person's age. Just like they said, they're 60-something. And they have grandchildren. So when you're thinking about your guesses, think of someone who is older, obviously someone African-American, because the voice matches perfectly. And this person is so talented, it's insane. Like, I think that in Group A right now, Robopine's got it in the bag. I mean, he is truly the best singer out of the entire group. I don't know if you agree with me, but that's what I'm thinking. I know a lot of you guys are saying Jamie Foxx because, well, let's be honest. Every season, Jamie Foxx is on somehow. How have they not put this guy in a costume yet? Am I right? But the question is Jamie Foxx a grandfather? How old is Jamie Foxx? Right? Anyway, let's continue on. Visual clues. We saw a lock, a spaceship, DNA on the building kind of thing, a statue of George Washington. I know. And an old bulky phone showing his age once again. So now just reading the comment section. The two guesses that everyone's saying is either Steve Harvey or Jamie Foxx. Now, Jamie, right now, I believe age 53. So he's not really at that age yet. And I'd be lying if I were to say I would love for it to be Jamie Foxx, but right now there's not enough clues to kind of point that way. And now the other guess of Steve Harvey, I don't think so too. Steve Harvey's got a different kind of voice. Now, I've never met Steve Harvey, but I've edited so much audio of him to the point to where it's like, you kind of get used to what he sounds like. I mean, let's just listen to this, okay? This is from literally yesterday.
I have tried not to like him. I have tried to find something wrong with him that I could.
Wrong with him. You hear his accent, okay? Let's listen to the pitch correct audio, okay? Here's the original audio they gave us for the Robopine.
Hello there. I may look prickly, but don't be scared. Where I came from, I was forced to grow thick quills.
And now here's our pitch correct audio. Oh, wait, here it is.
Well,
Oh, no, wait. Let's go back. I deleted the other one by mistake. So here's the audio we got when they were talking on stage, the regular audio.
Well, my kids and my grandkids told me I was supposed to hang it up a long time ago. 60 years old, and I really appreciate the love.
60?
So, as far as we know, you can't lie while answering those clues. There hasn't been an instance yet where that happened. They can lie outside the show. Like, you guys keep thinking I'm Cluedle-Do, Dewey Clue, whatever it is. And, no, I'm not. You can lie about that stuff. But you can't lie on stage when they're asking you a straightforward question. That's against the rules. So here is the regular pitch correct audio.
Well, my kids and my grandkids told me I was supposed to hang it up a long time ago. 60 years old, and I really appreciate the love. 60? It means a lot.
It doesn't sound like Steve Harvey to me. Though I would love for Steve Harvey to be on here. I would love to be on Steve Harvey's show, man. He's so much fun. Family Feud. I would love, Steve, if you're watching, I would love to be on your show. Now, Lauren, who's our admin, first of all, thank you so much for the superstars when you pay to get your thing on top. She says, Terry Crews said in an interview that he feels 60 years old, and there are Brooklyn 911, 99, and twin clues. Is a good guess. The question is height. Does the height match up? I know. That's one thing you kind of have to stop and say, yeah, I know. It's kind of hard to pick. I think out of the group, that's the one that is kind of like, I don't know, man. Now, looking at Terry Crews, let's go through the clues together, okay? Terry Crews. Currently, he is 52 years old. So, he's not 60, which would mean that doesn't fit, unfortunately. Though he does say he feels 60. Though Terry Crews is so fit, that man, he's like built like he's like 40. Like he does not look 52. But that would mean he definitely is not 60. So I don't know about that. You know, look at singers or actors that are currently 60 years old, African American, and start Googling away. I guarantee you, you will find it, especially with the clues, okay? About the age, the George Washington statue. Dude, I'm telling you, you will find it. Just give it a few. After tonight's episode, you definitely will know who it is. Now, we only have about 18 minutes left, and that means that we got one person left. One person left, and I think that this one is kind of a giveaway, and I think that the raccoon in general is getting kicked off the show. And while we never did a reveal video, we know who it is. You know who it is. We've talked about it before, especially in the last live stream. And so we're going to go through this right meow. Right, Nala Meow? Where'd you go? Wow, normally she sits on the chair. What happened? You don't like me anymore, kitty? I just fed you dinner. Anyway, let's move on. If you haven't done so yet, there's over 500 people. That's amazing. I remember when I first started this channel, we had 10 people. We have 500 people on. You guys are amazing, and I do want to thank you guys for all of your amazing support. You have no idea how much I appreciate it, how much Julie appreciates it, and Nala. Nala, I hope you appreciate, wherever you are, I hope you appreciate them. You know, we have so much fun with you guys every single day, and, you know, I am trying to get more videos, and this is a pause on the Masked Singers. I am trying to do more videos that are like vlogs and things for you guys to see more how we live. Like right now, I know Julia's not watching, so I could totally talk about this. Julia is moving her studio from around Grand Central closer to the west side of Manhattan. So for the past week, we've been buying things and getting the studio prepared. And if you jump on Julia's Instagram, @JuliaContino_, I believe she has a video kind of showing off this space. Like now she's got a balcony, and we went from like 75 square feet to 400. And I am so proud of my wife. She started her business in our house, not here, but in Queens, and moved now to our 4th location. You know, we went from our house to a tiny little 30 square foot to another room that was about 45 square feet to 75 square feet, now 400 and something. So I'm so proud of my wife, and so I'm going to hopefully film a couple of videos for you guys so that you guys can see her journey. This was actually her on Monday. If I can flip the camera. Must have filmed it like an idiot. This was her opening up the door to her place. And so I'm going to do a video because I've got all these videos of her opening the door to her places. So this is one of her new places right now. And so this Saturday, we're going to spend the entire day building it. Well, actually, Friday night, we're going to get everything together. Saturday, we're going to build it all. And so very proud of my wife. And so I want to film that stuff for you. Anyway, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. It takes 2 seconds, and I promise you, you'll love the content because I'm a goofy son of a gun. And make sure you turn on notifications. That way, when we put up new videos, you go ahead and you'll find out right away. Tonight, expect at least 6 new videos because we'll have the clue, probably the clues, the pitchcraft, not the pitchcraft tonight. It'll be the clues and the guesses. I probably won't do the raccoon knowing that they're getting revealed. So maybe 5. So the four performances and then 1 reveal. Anyway, let's go to the raccoon. Now, the raccoon, as I said before, I think is going home. So let's go through this right now. Sometimes to get to the happy ending, you have to go through hell first. I kind of like reading it like that. As you know, I'm actually reading this stuff as though I would do my audio stuff. So let's try this again. Sometimes to get to the happy ending, you have to go through hell first. In my darkest days, I faced death. Oh. Desperate to stay sane, I recited my favorite story, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, or Dame, whatever you want to say. I was Quasimodo, locked away. By the way, if you were like me, after this show, I actually watched The Humpback of Notre Dame again, just because I forgot how good of a movie it is. Anyway, locked away. Only difference is he was innocent and I was actually a monster. I promised God that if I had a second chance in life, I'd only do good. And I'm still fulfilling that promise to this day. The clues, the visual clues we saw, a jail cell, a magnifying glass, and a stained glass with him fighting a snake. I mean, come on, guys. This clue plus all the tattoo clues really points to one person, but we'll go through the pitch correct audio for you guys. Starting off with the normal stuff, here's the normal audio.
Sometimes to get the happy ending, you have to go through hell first. In my darkest days, I faced death, desperate to stay sane.
Desperate to stay sane. I can't, the voice is way too low and too deep, but here is the pitch correct audio.
Sometimes to get the happy ending, you have to go through hell first. In my darkest days, I faced death, desperate to stay sane. I recited my favorite story, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
All right, so who do you know who has a voice that is so deep and so muddy? Muddy is a term that we use where the voice is kind of like playing down here and kind of like cutting out. And I mean, you all have the same exact answer. You all have it. And we'll play just an audio of him speaking, just so that you have an idea. This is from a year ago.
It was no big war, you know. It was funny because I remember one of the guys gave Robot.
That's Danny. It sounds just like Danny. And from all your messages on Instagram that I'm getting right now, it seems that you all agree that it's Danny. And Danny is a very, very nice guy. I've met him. I was taking a flight from Ukraine over to Ukraine to Germany, and he was like 2 seats in front of me. So I got to talk to him for a little bit. I have a picture. If you go on my Instagram at Joey Contino and scroll down to, I'll tell you the date. Not too far because then we came home that October and then lockdown happened in that February. Let's see. It's way too far back, Joey. That's all way too far back. Where are you? Where are you? If I can find it, I will find it. I can't find it. Well, it's on here somewhere. If you go through my Instagram, you'll see a photo with us. I'm like in the airport wearing my backpack, and he's just standing there. Oh, here we are. Anyway, best part is that we were going from Ukraine to Germany, so everyone was either German or Ukrainian and had no idea who he was. And I was like, Joe, you think he brought a machete on the plane? Like, because your mindset is that he's a badass and that's what he does. He just machetes everything, which obviously doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let's see. Everyone's saying Danny. And Danny's, we didn't write Danny on there. Where's my marker? Here's my Masked Singer marker. Oh, Danny. And that's who we think it's going home. Now, tomorrow, if you join me at 2 p.m., we will have a recap of the entire episode for you guys. And then we'll do another pitch correct audio this weekend. Hopefully a reveal video and a couple other things. I'll probably do a recap of the season with everyone revealed so far. Maybe not. It depends. Anyway, we got 10 minutes until showtime. So now it's your guys' turn. What questions do you have for me? I know someone's asking about the clue. Okay, all right, fine. You want to talk about the clue-do. The clue-do. Clue-do. And so let's go ahead and talk about him. You guys had asked me to pitch correct him, which I did. I pitch correct him for episode 1, and then you said, "Oh, do it again for episode 2," and so I did. Now, if you watched our clue package videos and our, or at least our preview videos and our pitch correct videos, I did put this in there, but we'll play them for you guys. Here's from episode 1. Here's the audio they gave us.
Hello there, I'm Cloodle Doo, top secret celebrity sleuth. I've hacked into the show and I'm here to change the game.
Obviously, it's someone who they've pitched down the voice, but also sped it up. But this is what we got out of it.
Hello there, I'm Cloodle Doo, top secret celebrity sleuth. I've hacked into the show and I'm here to change the game. I'll be dropping special clues for you throughout the season the panel won't see.
So, who do you think that is? I know a lot of you guys are saying it's gotta be Nick Cannon. Doesn't sound like Nick. Doesn't sound like Will Arnett. So, who do you think it is? I mean, eventually we're gonna have to go ahead and figure out who this is. We have no clues for them, but in the beginning it said, "Oh, can you figure out who's under my mask?" And let's be honest, it will bother me until we can figure out who's under this mask, even if we have no clues. I want to figure out who. That's my number one thing this season, is figuring out who you are, buddy. You little chicken, you clue-a-doodle-doo. I don't know why I just made him sound Italian. Clue-a-doodle-doo. Hey, I'm a chicken, eh? Clue-a-doodle-doo. I think we're all, I mean, a lot of people think, well, it's a monster, you think it's dying around, blah, blah. You guys are funny. You all keep saying that it's me. There's no way to do it. They're in California. I'm here in New Jersey. How could I do that? I got no costumes here, as far as I know. But who do you think it is? Someone says Jesse McCartney? Who knows? Ms. Superstar 789 says, "I love Joey's Italian accent." That's actually really funny because I grew up in South Jersey, and so there's an Italian accent, but then we have a Philadelphia tough guy Italian accent. So you kind of have that mixing. And then when I moved up to New York City in 2013, gosh, I've been up here for a while, they have the Brooklyn accent, Brooklyn. And so I have like this weird like trifecta of Italian accents because they're so different. You know, you go to Italy, it's a broken English. I don't know. I don't know where it needs to go. I make it a good pizza pie, like a thing like it is. And all it did, you know, it's kind of like something like that. I mean, that's a little exaggerated. But in Philadelphia, it's always tough. It's always like, "Hey, how are you? You know, let me get a hoagie, eh? Yeah, give me that with a soft pretzel." Like, it's more like, "Hey, how are you? What are you doing?" But in like New York, you've got this weird Long Island accent mixing in with the Italian. If you get like your hot dogs, "Can I get a coffee? Hey, give me a coffee, will you?" So it's like weird. And so from time to time, if you listen to me speak, I have this weird like New Jersey tang, but a New York tang and a Philadelphia tang, where I look, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is, and this is especially when you're working in different industries, especially audio, you should get to the point where your voice sounds like you come from nowhere. You hear how you talk like this? Not talk. You talk like this. That's why when you listen to newscasters, you don't know where they're coming from. You know, it's something like that. But with me, this is just fun. I'm being me. "Hey, how are you? What are you doing over there?" You know, I like to do the tough guy. "Hey, you like to do, hey, what are you doing, man? Come on." Yeah, I can do a ton of accents, ton of weird voices. Though I can't do a Ukrainian accent because Julia doesn't have one, so I can't learn from her. You know, the Russian accent kind of has the jaw kind of stuck in place. And so, you know, so when you're talking like this, you kind of understand. But like Julia is like, she has none. She has more of a New York accent than anything. But anyway, let's see here. Everyone's saying maybe Joe McHale is a clue-a-doo. It could be. You never know. So we get 5. New York Italian sounds like Jersey Shore. Yeah, that's true. It also depends where you're from. South Jersey and North Jersey has two different accents because the South Jerseyans tend to sound more like Philadelphia, and New Yorkers who venture down to Long Beach Island and places like that bring their accent down. So it's different. Anyway, we got 4 minutes until showtime. What questions do you guys have for me? If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, give this video a thumbs up. Isabel says, can you do a British accent? No, not really. I can't. No, I really can't. It sounds really bad. Now, I like to talk to my friends like this from time to time, but it just really don't work out for me. See, it really goes in and out. See, I can't really do it. You know, I could do a better pirate. Arg, matey, how are you? I don't even know what that is. There's a lot of weird accents we could do, which is actually funny because I actually filmed a pirate video last year for my other channel, Wildwood Video Archive, that I need to put together next week. And it's like literally me walking on the beach in an entire pirate outfit. I was actually looking at the photos yesterday because I'm getting it together to film. And it's just funny because I'm legitimately dressed up like a pirate, standing in the ocean. So, yeah, this is like really a goofy video, but it's the history of pirates in Wildwood, New Jersey, in Cape May, New Jersey. So I got all Johnny Depped up and all together for that. Anyway, we have about a minute and a half to go. If you want to ask me some questions while the show is going on, follow me on Instagram at Joey Contino. I will show you my profile. That way, where are we at here? This is me here, so just look me up, give me a follow, and then send me a message. I will tell you this. I have, like right now, I have about 25 messages. I do message everyone back. It might be a day or two behind, but there's also a request folder. If yours falls in there, I apologize. It takes a little while to get to that one because there's like normally 100 of them there. So anyway. Anyway, we gotta go because we got a show starting in 1 minute. Okay. It says here, Bonnie says, which panelist do you think will get the most points at the end of the season? More than likely, it's probably Jenny. She's a host, so she interviews people all the time, so she knows more people, so she knows her voice is better. Let's see here. Joey, can you speak Spanish? I had learned Spanish. Do you hear me? Spanish in high school, and I don't remember any of it. But I understand some Spanish, and I understand Italian. So that doesn't help. Someone says try an Irish accent. I can't. I've never even attempted it. If I can't do a UK one, I'm not going to be able to do that one. So, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and go, guys. Someone says they like my hair. Thank you so much. Remember, I'll be putting videos on this channel throughout the night. I'll put the reveal video up by 9:07. Tomorrow by 2 p.m., hopefully 2, if not 3, we'll go ahead and do a recap of the entire show. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey. Stay safe, everyone. See you later. Bye. What happened? It didn't go yet. You're still here. No, anyway, I have to go. My computer froze a little bit, but I'll see you later. Bye.